It's amazing. Gangwon are having such a good year, even without some of their top players, who include Kim Dae-won, starts for Gangwon in this lineup, as does Seo Min-woo in midfield. So Gangwon, the most represented side in the Gimcheon lineup in terms of loanees. Suwon FC make a trio of changes from their very respectable draw at home to Ulsan last Friday. Chae Kyu-baek's back in defence, wears the captain's armband, with Kim Tae-han playing on the right in place of Lee Yong. Veteran midfielder Son Jun-ho gets a start in midfield alongside incoming under-22 Jo Jun-hyun. We've got Kang Sang-woo on the other side, sorry, Kang Sang-yoon, and it was Kang Sang-yoon who scored the equaliser against Ulsan. But they are still without top scorer Lee Seung-woo. Anderson and Pratama Arhan are also once more on the bench. Kicking off at the same time as this one this evening is Daegu versus Incheon. Tomorrow, 4 fixtures. Ulsan now without manager Hong Yong-bo, taking up the South Korea job. Ulsan v Gwangju. Fascinating to see how they get on, Ulsan, after this first change in manager since their first title in over a decade. Back in 2022, they repeated the feat last year. Can they make it a 3rd title in a row, even with that manager change? Also, Pohang v Gangwon tomorrow, Jeonbuk v Jeju, and Seoul versus Daejeon. Plenty to look forward to, including what's about to kick off in this one. Last time these teams met, Suwon lost at home 4-1. That was back in round 4, and Suwon FC had only 1 win in their opening 6 fixtures, so it might be harsh to judge them on that, but it doesn't bode particularly well. So we're underway. Suwon FC travelling in white with the ball. You can see some patches of lingering rain on the field. That's something to look out for as the game progresses, the state of the turf. I know in the Daegu Incheon game, it's also really wet. Something that, with the monsoon arrival, it's very difficult to entirely account for. Lee Dong-kyung playing through the middle. He's now making his 5th appearance for Gimcheon. His pass is wayward there. He was so on fire for Ulsan, scoring 7 goals, racing into early top scorer contention before military service intervened, and you almost wonder whether this has cost him somewhat as a player in his career, because he was perhaps on course for an incredible season with Ulsan. Maybe he can rediscover that form with Gimcheon. Does just need a goal. Park Soo-il. There is the puddle. Frog in the throat there, which is perhaps fitting for the weather conditions. Whoever's attacking that right side of the field as we look on from the side, well, perhaps on defensive duty as well, it's something to think about, but particularly attacking could really be disruptive. Here's Park Cho-do with a low cross, a lot cleaner the turf there. Second half, when he's driving down the left-hand side, he's not going to be able to play it along the ground like that. Don't think there was any offside. service this month, and that must be very disruptive. They also had a big intake in April, including Lee Dong-kyung, after several more players had started in January. So the fact that they've been so consistent, losing just once in their last 16 league games, speaks volumes of the overall togetherness that's managed to survive those changes. Sangmu then, and Gimcheon cool in possession, no real hurry for them. Kim Bong-soo can drift between midfield and defence, number 15, had a good season at Gimcheon. Oh, Ji-hyun playing it inside, now they've got to watch out for that puddle. Ball just stops. Lee Dong-kyung lifts it up away from the swamp. Straight out of play on the other side. I don't think you can really blame. It doesn't help when you've got that swamp to your left. Game against Ulsan. Great young talent, number 77 for Suwon. You can see a free kick there though. Someone to keep an eye on. I felt that the Suwon Ulsan game was bound to be close, and it proved to be the case. Difficult to tell this evening. Gimcheon having home advantage, conditions being a little unpredictable. Gimcheon can get off the mark relatively early, they might be able to build up a decent score. They're just looking a little untidy so far, and Suwon are looking as determined as usual. Suwon, if they win, can pull level on points with Gangwon this evening. Can't realistically overtake them because they're so far behind on goals scored. But it would be a big boost for them. Here's Kang Sang-yoon. He's really good defending. Park Sung-wook knew there was some trickery there coming his way, but he wasn't fooled. Chang Yong-woo will take the throw. Cutting in, and it's back with Jang Yong-woo. Here goes across to Chegyu-baek. Jong Seung-won, who's playing fairly deep for now, compared with the formation that was expected, although he is pushing forward again. Son Jun-ho spraying it wide and long. Cross in the middle, Ji Dong-won wasn't too far away. Defending to be done for Gimcheon there. Foul in front of the referee, committed by Son Jun-ho. Goalkeeper Kim Dong-han is on loan from Incheon. Sure he didn't enjoy conceding an 89th minute equaliser against his former club. His return last Friday. Both these sides have had a little bit of extra rest as they played just before the weekend, and then a next play on Sunday. That might help them as well, just having an extra day to recover from the Tuesday action. It's nice to spread out for them both. And that might be a factor as well in Gimcheon making 0 changes. Here's Park Soo-il. Lee Dong-kyung juggling somewhat. Park Sang-hyuk can't hold it. He's a tall striker. Number 49. Already with 2 goals in 2, he looks like he's going to enjoy himself on military service. Play long to Park Soo-il, across the back. And look at that, that almost certainly would have gone out of play had it not been stopped in the wet there. And that's again favoured Suwon FC perhaps there when it was played back inside, allowed Son Jun-ho to comfortably play it away, but it's that unpredictability factor as Ji Dong-won wins the ball back and strikes it off the post, then off the keeper and into the back of the net. A little bit of luck favouring the away side there, but it was a wonderful strike, and perhaps fortune has favoured the brave. Well, Ji Dong-won does not get many goals these days, but he did score in the 4-1 demolition by Gimcheon earlier this year. And there must be something about playing against this side that gets him fired up. He does so well to win the ball. There's got to be some question marks over Kim Min-dok's defending there. He's allowed himself to be beaten. Very unlucky for the goalkeeper. He's at full stretch, can't stop it. But the post did come to the rescue. Fortunately for Kim Dong-han, his body was there to knock it back in. Well, from the neutral perspective, which is always worth considering, again, this is probably very decent sign for a game, the spectacle that's to come. Gimcheon were already under the pressure to have a go and to attempt to win this game. They are struggling in attack because there's so much water down their attacking end of the field. And Suwon are having a much easier time of it to pass around inside Gimcheon's half. That does not excuse defensive lapses, though. Such as that pass from Kim Bong-soo, not to want to single one man out, but they are not adapting as well to the conditions. Kim Bong-soo managing to pick out Oh Ji-hyun that time. He's gone down. Gimcheon free kick. Was in the mix there. Suwon took no chances. It will be a Gimcheon corner. Doesn't get any better for Gimcheon every time you see that goal. experienced player, Kim In-dok, wears the captain's armband for Gimcheon. It's very disappointing for him and for Gimcheon to concede that way, but really tenacious play from Ji Dong-won. Comfortable catch for An Jun-soo then from the corner. Suwon FC can go again. Kwon Kyung-won, the Chegyu-baek. Son Jun-ho is making that a bit of a trademark pass. Jo Jun-hyun is challenged, but it seems to have come off him last, so goal kick. Another pass is intercepted. Kim Bong-soo is not enjoying himself, particularly the number 15 for Gimcheon. But Suwon's attempted counter breaks down quickly. Goes short to Lee-dong-kyung. Scooped it up. That time the bounce is true. Carries all the way through to the goalkeeper. Unfortunate thing about the surface of the pitch is that it's not getting any better with the rain continually falling. Quite the opposite. An Jun-soo with the kick out, which has helped along, and it's with Ji Dong-won now. He's having everything go his way this evening. An Jun-soo turning to an outfield role temporarily. And it's all the way through to Park Cha-do. Low cross, and it could have been steered in. Jung Sung-won, who's having a decent season, 5 goals already to his name, could have made it 6 there. It's all about the cross. It just slices them. Gimcheon are having a torrid time. They're looking... I mean, we've not covered them a lot in our English language commentary games. But the Gimcheon that has been lauded so highly this season does not seem to be on show so far. They are seeing slightly more of the ball, but they're not doing enough with it, but they're also looking very vulnerable at the back. I mean, look what the ball's done there. They can't help that. And Suwon will struggle with that in the second half, as I say, but Gimcheon seem half asleep at times with these Suwon attacks. A little sluggish. Here's Jo Jun-hyun. Pass, attempting to fight Ji Dong-won. So Min-woo is able to intercept. It's back again. No one can quite get hold of it. Ji Dong-won's pass back out. straight out of play. Sangmu, Pohang, man, Kim Bong-soo, Kim Dae-won, is forced back and has just given the ball away. And again, Suwon looking so dangerous. This is a big decision for the referee. It's a bad foul from Park Dae-won, at least a yellow card. It's a classic professional foul, as they would say in the old days. That is really unfortunate for Jong Seung-won. He was basically away. And Park Dae-won knew it. It's a cynical foul. If it was possible to have 1.5 yellow cards, I think he would have had the extra half there. Just maybe wasn't quite last man territory, but not far off it. There's no argument to be had. Not sure what the deliberations are for, but the yellow card's taken a long time to be shown. Stands over the free kick now. He'll have a chance to put a ball in. I'm sure he would have rather the attack from the line. It's a decent delivery. Headed, but not really steered anywhere by Jae Kyu-baek. Gimcheon comfortably get it away. Suwon seem to have picked up a fair bit of confidence from their Ulsan game. And you look before that, they'd had 2 wins in a row at Daejeon, and before that, home to Gwangju. Form is pretty decent. Not enjoying this high Suwon press at all. Suwon obviously want to keep their shape, but they should be advised that they've got an opportunity to push home their advantage this half. Could end up going in at half-time 2-0 at least. The way things are going, Gimcheon have got to, for their part, settle down a little bit. Hold the ball. Not just in their own territory, but try and get it into Suwon's half. Park Dae-won is involved in a bit of a scuffle there, and he's gone down. Continue on with Mo Jae-hyun. There's the puddle effect again. Park Dae-won is back up against Seo Min-woo. Kim Bong-soo. This is better from Gimcheon. This is what was needed. Here's Mo Jae-hyun. Referee having to skip out the way. Seo Min-woo driving through the middle. Park Soo-il. First bit of sustained possession inside Suwon's half. Park Sung-woo not quite been able to wriggle through. Chip forward from Ji Dong-won was wonderful. He's having a great game. But it's Gimcheon in possession again. Kim Min-dok forward, leaves it for Seo Min-woo. There's no doubting Gimcheon's quality. Suwon have the lead, but they will face an onslaught during maybe this first half. I think definitely the second half. They've got to steel themselves for it. Passing is improved for Gimcheon. It's all of a sudden starting to click. Lee Dong-kyung challenged successfully. Kwon Kyung-won lifts it up and away. Park Sung-wook. And again, all the outfield players from Gimcheon's side are in Suwon's half. Park Soo-il, low cross. It's a dangerous one for a defender. He's got to find some contact, but not to the extent that it could go anywhere. He's got to direct it too. It's a nice looking corner, punched away. Park Chol-woo leading the counter attack. Again, Suwon have the speed. Jung Sung-won back to Park Chol-woo, and it's a low save, didn't get enough power on it. Now Gimcheon fancy a quick counter of their own. Mo Jae-hyun defended by Kwon Kyung-won on that occasion. Oh, we went from a corner to nearly a Suwon, if not goal, then at least respectable chance. It was a very tame effort in the end. Kim Min-dok. Back to Park Sung-woo. In possession, they've really settled. They still look vulnerable out of it, Gimcheon. But the pieces are slowly coming together for them in this half. The question is it going to be long before they even have their first attempt on or off target? It's a good chip forward. Immediately, Kwon Kyung-won is defending well this game. Gets there. Now it's out for Park Soo-il. Cross is threatening. Kwon again there to head it away. Park Chol-woo trying to feed it through to Ji Dong-won, who's not totally happy. I think he felt Park gave him a bit too much to do. Suwon haven't even introduced Anderson yet. I was a bit surprised they waited so long to bring him on against Ulsan. Thought, well, maybe they're saving him for this game. But perhaps now we can say they're saving him for their game at home to Jeonbuk on Sunday. It's a enticing fixture. Up by Mo Jae-hyun. So Min-woo. Mo Jae-hyun again. Understandably, a lot of the play going down the right. Daewon is, I think, playing very central because of that reason too. I just want to clarify, it's Suwon FC against Daegu this Sunday. It's Gimcheon who played Jeonbuk at home. Either way, similar sort of situation for both games in the sense that those are fixtures that both of these teams would want to win and they would expect to win, and there may be an argument from Suwon FC's point of view that this would be such a tough fixture that they would rest Anderson, make sure that he's fit and raring to go on Sunday. Just doesn't quite wash when you consider he was on the bench against Ulsan as well. He's such a star player, you wonder why you wouldn't start him. I guess there must be reasons. Jung Sung-won is back in the puddle territory. But really the word puddle is insufficient to describe that swamp, isn't it? Swamp just feels a little bit dramatic, but it's a whole big area of swampy turf, waterlogged and not conducive to rolling the ball through at all. Striking it to the right-hand side. Well defended on that occasion by Park Dae-won. He's got that yellow card to think about. Wants Park Soo-il to make a run down the right. Didn't quite work out for them. This one looks more promising. Mo Jae-hyun. Header has flicked it behind. Kwon Kyung-won is getting to everything. Signing for Suwon FC. Think of the likes of him and Son Jun-ho, experienced players with international experience. They offer certain elevation in that Suwon FC squad. Seem to have given them genuine top half belief. And then you add to it strong performances of Jung Sung-won and obviously Lee Seung-woo when he's fit. Now Park Dae-won trying to break inside, bounce beyond him. Brings it down well, Park Sung-woo plays it back to Mo Jae-hyun. It's gone a little deeper. Suwon not really been rattled, but it is sustained pressure that they're under. Be a Gimcheon throw. I think it's going to be a Suwon free kick instead. Jae-won is going to be introduced as a Suwon FC substitute. Now, this is probably Jo Jun-hyun who's going to make way as the second of the actually he's the third of the under-22 starters. Kang Sang-yoon, Jo Jun-hyun and Jang Young-woo. They didn't need to play a third under-22. They chose to do it anyway. This is where you start talking about, well, Anderson's not starting. Oh, it's another long-range effort from Ji Dong-won. Just crept wide. Why not have another go? Strikes it well, and in these conditions, it's really all the more worthwhile to have a long-range effort, and it is, in fact, Jo Jun-hyun who's off. Not really done anything wrong. It's a culture that's crept in since the under-22 rule with the 5 substitutions, needing to have 2 under-22s featuring at some stage. But there's no rule saying you have to have 3, and there's no rule saying you have to start them and bring them off. But it's a reflection of that culture where you sometimes give a player a go at the beginning of the game rather than the last half hour, which would perhaps be more conventional. The corner breaking down, whistle blowing, flag up. Gimcheon have the ball safely back in their hands. This stage, Gimcheon are dominating the ball and they're starting to look more effective with it, but you'd still say Suwon are the more dangerous looking team. You look at that, and Ji Dong-won from long range has gone on top of the net. What an audacious effort. It's getting braver by the moment from the former Premier League man. Well, with all his experience playing in England and Germany, I'm not sure if he's ever tried anything quite like this. But why not? It was a terrible mix-up at the back for Gimcheon. And again, I just felt there that they didn't seem to be nearly as alarmed as they should have been. There wasn't the rush to chase down Ji Dong-won. Okay, they probably wouldn't have reached him anyway, but it didn't feel like they were showing enough urgency. And that was a bit of an issue earlier on in this game. That will make them so much more vulnerable to Suwon's pace on the counter. I think thinking as well with Jae-won is he's going to provide an extra bit of experience and tenacity in the centre midfield now. If this the Kim and-jung master plan unfolding, here he is, back with Jong Seung-won. And he's rushing to the ball ahead of Lee Dong-kyung. Gimcheon are just showing a little less desire than Suwon FC so far. Not doubting their individuals for a moment, but it collectively isn't quite working for them. They're not far off though, only 1 goal behind, and they can change all that with 1 successful attack. Here they try to forge it with Park Soo-il back inside. Suwon is charged down. The likes of Jong Sung-won, Lee Jae-won, Kang Sang-yoon, Park Cho-ru. These are difficult players to hold onto the ball against. Even if Gimcheon are enjoying that bigger possession marker, they are in dangerous positions being exposed. And it's back now again. Jong Sung-won. It's found its way through to Kang Sang-yoon. Back into Chi Dong-won. The block was there. Had to be. Well played, Seo Min-woo. He anticipated it well. That's better. Park Sang-hyuk coming back to help defend. Park Soo-il has knocked it straight out of play. It's a good place for an attacking throw. Goes short to Ji Dong-won, and they'll have another go. It's been a decent half. Baek with a header out. Playing very safe. Suwon still very much dominant in terms of attempts in this game. But here come Gimcheon, and it's a header wide. Mo Jae-hyun. And that was one of those occasions where Gimcheon actually benefited a little bit from the slower moving turf. Park Tae-won was able to get there quite comfortably from this pass. The ball was happy to sit for him. Park Soo-il finding Kim Bong-soo easily enough. Park Soo-il out to Mo Jae-hyun. I think formation is working well for Gimcheon inside Suwon's half. They're now developing the pockets. It's going to be a lot easier when they can use the full breadth of the other half when they're attacking in the second half. Big warning here for Suwon FC for what's to come after half-time. The manager's surely going to have to bear that in mind with his tactics. He's seen how difficult it's been for Gimcheon down the left. It seems like such a trivial thing, but it could have a huge impact. 이동경. Sul back across to Lee Dong-kyung. Nice footwork. And somehow took a lot for Suwon to win the ball back. Sliding boots here, there, everywhere. Somehow no foul conceded. Kim Tae-han leaves it and decides to join the attack. Lee Jae-won got options in the middle. It's Ji Dong-won! Why not make it two? And that was a big goal for Suwon to set themselves up for what might be a difficult second half. Ji Dong-won. The buses have come at once for him tonight. After a long wait. Lee Jae-won is that quality. He's shown the composure. Have Gimcheon got another difficult watch back though to get beaten at the near post that way? I mean, every goal you're going to ask about defending. But I've talked about the lack of urgency once they're in defence, once they're in their own half. Ji Dong-won has just trebled his goal tally for this season in one evening, and all his goals have come against Gimcheon in the league in 2024. Here's Mo Jae-hyun's cross, punched away. Kim Bong-soo. Pohang and Ulsan will like to know about this scoreline. They'll be relishing the opportunity to go top tomorrow. A reminder, Ulsan are home to Gwangju tomorrow and Pohang against Gangwon, which is top 4 clash. Through the 3 minutes added on. I don't think Gimcheon are out of this. We've seen many teams, even just this season, come from behind, including 2-goal deficits. Chong Seung-won. Corner. Yeah, I just feel that Suwon, with that extra cushion though, just give themselves the chance to actually come away with a very, very decent victory if they can hold on to it. Just closing the gap a little bit as well, making it potentially a 5-horse race for the title if it continues to be unpredictable in the top half of the table. Suwon have got a big gap between themselves and 6th place Seoul, 7 points, and they're 3 points behind Gangwon in 4th. In turn, Gangwon are 3 points behind Gimcheon. Well, that means, as things stand, Suwon are just 3 points behind leaders Gimcheon. Kim Tae-han going inside to Park Cha-ru. Referee that time was not able to get out of the way. And he's blowing the whistle, not on himself, but on the half, and he said sorry to Park Cha-ru. We have gone beyond the 3 minutes added on. A rainy night in Gimcheon has favoured the visitors, Suwon FC, and you've got to say that Suwon are going to get slightly stronger in the second half. They'll probably introduce the likes of Yoonbin Karam and perhaps Anderson as well from the bench. That will give them greater possession and attacking capabilities, but they will need it. You look at the half they'll be attacking into, and a good third of it perhaps is almost unusable, certainly a quarter of it. And going the other way, it was pretty nice conditions, something they'll have to be wary of with Gimcheon. Join us for the second half in just a few minutes. So we're about to get underway for the second half. It is Gimcheon against Suwon FC. Gimcheon Sangmu, the military side made up of loanees from various clubs. K-League 1 and 2. Well, it's not stopped them, that fact, from leading the table coming into this round. They've had an extraordinary season. The first K-League 1 side to get to 40 points, but finding themselves on a rainy night 2-0 down against the Suwon FC side that had the better of the conditions. They also were attacking the end that's not quite so soaked. Gimcheon are now going right to left as you look on. A couple of changes for Gimcheon. We'll confirm them in just a moment for you, but I can tell you that Kim Min-dok, Park Dae-won have made way. Jo Hyun-taek is on the left-hand side. Kim Seung-sop is also on. While for Suwon FC, Anderson, highly talented Brazilian playmaker who's particularly effective at setting up goals for his teammates this year. Top of the table for assists with 8 in the league in 2024. Made one change in the first half, which was Lee Jae-won on for Jo Jun-hyun. And Lee Dong-kyung, the first real attacking opportunity of the second half for Gimcheon. Ji Dong-won with both goals in the first half. Not a bad delivery, but it's not found anyone in particular. Roh Jae-hyun across, and then the header in from Kim Seung-sop. Jeju Loni. About Kim Min-dok, but I can see he's definitely still on the field, so we just need to verify the second player who's come off in that Gimcheon lineup. Looks like it's Kim Dae-won who's missing from the Gimcheon attack. Just to verify that. Did seem like a bold tactical decision. They had taken out a central defender to go more attacking. Here is Kim Seung-sop. It's all the way across for Roh Jae-hyun to chase. Already Gimcheon looking a lot more eager to attack. We're seeing more of Lee Dong-kyung in attacking positions. In the opening weeks of the season, he raced into top scorer contention with 7 goals to his name. A series of assists as well. He was outstanding. Spent time before playing for Gimcheon in training and basic introduction that they all do when they start their military service. Now into his 5th appearance. Looking goal shy. There is Kim Min-dok, the aforementioned, still very much on the field. Anderson turned, immediately blocked by Park Sung-ho. Anderson will probably cut inside a lot. He's got that left-hand side to worry about. And I talked in the first half about tactics from the manager for the second half. Don't know the state of Park Chol-woo's fitness, whether he was perhaps rested, but there might be an argument that his main game, bursting forward, playing the ball down that left-hand flank, would have been severely curtailed by that huge puddle. Maybe Anderson would be favoured to cut inside instead. Ji Dong-won is flung to the ground, maybe made a little more of it than Gimcheon enjoyed. Chung Seung-won is having his shirt pulled. He's furious with Choi Hyun-taek. Might be booked for that. Some referees would be showing a yellow. It's not quite as blatant as Park Tae-won in the first half, and Park Tae-won was booked, holding back Chung Seung-won. But certainly still very effective from a cynical foul point of view. And that's left Chung Seung-won a frustrated man. Lifts it up. Check your back. And Anderson managing to somehow avoid the water, but he was not able to avoid the challenge. He's conceded the free kick, trying to win it back. There's the elephant on the pitch, if you like. Through. Kim Sung-sob is and stop there. Kim Tae-han has gone down in some pain in the process of making that challenge. I think what's actually happened is they've slipped. Oh, it's his ankle that's rolled over very nastily. He's got up, looked painful. Lee Dong-kyung, that left foot again. This time a free kick from the left-hand side, and he'll be able to potentially find a teammate. It's gone in. Not the free kick I was expecting, but the outcome's even better, perhaps, than they might have hoped. It looked like maybe the delivery was too close to the goalkeeper. And there's the salute from the military service team. It's a very unconventional free kick because it's so close to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper gets a slight touch to it, but not enough. And when you commit, when you're An Jun-soo there, you've got to be pushing it away. got to judge it as a very effective delivery from Lee Dong-kyung. Very difficult for the goalkeeper to deal with, obviously, and Park Sung-wook celebrating a goal to his name to pull one back. And, well, now it becomes really tough for Suwon. Gimcheon are in the mood. We know they've got the capability to score goals. Park Sung-hyuk maybe eyeing up his third goal in 3 appearances. Lee Dong-kyung searching maybe for a goal to go with the free kick assist. Gimcheon Sangmu with the header on. They've got better width, but I wouldn't want to blame Kim Dae-won too harshly for that. The substitute made way for Gimcheon Sangmu. As we've said many times, they weren't able to exercise that left-hand side in the first half. Suwon still have to deal with it if and when they start attacking again. For now, they've got to defend. Here's another burst forward from Gimcheon. Oh Jae-hyun halted in the end by Jung Young-ho. Suwon are having some of the same defensive lapses that we saw Gimcheon in the first half. That one was tough, but let's say, when you dive out as the goalkeeper, you've got to be fully committed and finding the ball on the end of your gloves. Otherwise, that can obviously happen. Here is another unusual cross. It's a high looping corner, but it's headed away, and Anderson looks to break. It's cut in. He's just crowded out. Too many bodies around him. Needed to be quicker. Kim Min-dok has brought it away and out of play. Son Jun-ho had such a calming influence in the first half. Needs to maybe restore that again for Suwon. They still have the lead. 3 points still going their way as things stand. Chekubek, the low ball, not finding its mark. Kim Sung-sub, and he's found Park Sung-hyuk. Well, he wasn't far away there, Park Sung-hyuk. And then Lee Dong-kyung on the follow-up. Both of them so hungry for a goal. Goalkeeper doing enough. I think that's Lee Jae-won. No. Kwon Kyung-won. Same sound at the end of their name. Very different stature, but the big man coiled up on the ground in pain right now. As Suwon FC assess what they're going to do next. They haven't got it quite right at half-time. Can be tricky making the tactical adjustments needed, if any, when you're 2-0 up. One thing we knew, and anyone could have said, is that Gimcheon were going to respond in the second half. They found the early goal that they were surely saying, get a goal back, build from there. Lachlan Jackson is a very decent deputy to have. I think he'd be starting for many teams, but finds himself commonly among the subs this season. It's that free kick again. Some confusion on the face of those Suwon defenders. I'm not sure if they knew much about it, the defenders or even Park Sung-wook himself. Is rushing in, but surely they were thinking there's going to be a header here. It's gone low. Goalkeeper has tried to react. And now things get worse for Suwon FC because key defender in Kwon Kyung-won is being stretched off. Lachlan Jackson is still waiting to get the nod to go on. And maybe that nod won't come because Kwon Kyung-won is running back on the field. Let's just monitor him for a bit. Some miscommunication there because Lachlan Jackson was ready to come on. And that's not Lachlan Jackson, Yoonbit Garam. Still a slight difficulty in the stride there of Kwon Kyung-won. Because Suwon now, you want to be getting the counter-attacks going. Don't have to worry about piling pressure on. Ji Dong-won, their most potent goal threat from the first half, is off. Yoonbit Garam on. Park Choru off. They lost a little bit of pace in that attack. They've still got Jong Sung-won down the right-hand side, but by and large haven't used him effectively in the second half. Solminu finding Mo Jae-hyun, easy layoff, and the cross is headed away. It's back with Solminu. Mo Jae-hyun stopping, leaving for Park Soo-il, whose cross is mishit. Anderson doing well, and there is the pace of Jong Sung-won that Gimcheon have looked uncomfortable with in the first half. His attempted left-footed drive is deflected up into the air. Anderson chases down. Then Kim Tae-han. Better again from Suwon. Cheok Baek. Kwon Kyung-won seems to have shrugged off that injury now. Nice composure from Son Jun-ho. Kim Tae-han. Well, Kim Tae-han often plays centre-back. Not sure if he looks nearly as comfortable as, say, Lee-yong at right-back. He's a makeshift option there. Especially when it comes to fulfilling the partial wing-back duties. Well, we've seen this before. Free kick from Gimcheon. Lee Dong-kyung's delivery in. That's more the kind of cross we expected the first time. But ironically, no one's able to get there in the air. Back inside. Suwon. Well, this is going to stop in that puddle. Kang Sang-yoon recovers it. Still Kang Sang-yoon, he has a go. Kim Bong-soo. Mo Jae-hyun. He's for now at least shifted over to the left. Suwon has taken the circuitous route. Kim Bong-soo. Seo having to shrug off Anderson pretty quickly. Park Sung-woo out to the right. Park Soo-il. Lee Dong-yong chipping it up to Park Soo-il, who's find maybe someone in the middle. It's a high cross. Kim Bong-soo recovers it. It's out to Choi Hyun-taek. And Kim Sung-sub sustained possession from Gimcheon inside Suwon's half. Kim Bong-soo. Oh, that's a clumsy challenge from Seo Min-woo, and Jong Seung-won. He's held him back off the ball. Gimcheon have not coped with his pace at all. And another really cynical challenge on Jong Seung-won. The referee indicated he was playing the advantage, but just wonder what will happen at the end of this passage of play. Anderson, Kim Tae-han. Yoonbit Karam. Anderson was waiting. Jong Seung-won collects it on the edge of the box and has a go. He's never really threatening with that. Just over the bar, but wasn't coming down in time. Now a couple of Gimcheon changes on the way. Won Gi-jong on. And Chae Gi-yoon. Two players alone from K-League, two sides. Mo Jae-hyun makes way. And also Park Sang-hyuk, so that ends the hope of him making it 3-3. It's a relatively low free kick again. And a quick spin and turn from Won Gi-jong. Kang Sang-yoon. Heading into the last 20 minutes before stoppage time now. Jae Kyubek leaves it for Kwon Kyung-won again. Down that left flank. Anderson chests it to Yoonbit Garam. Oh, that's a moment. Kang Sang-yoon going down in the box. He's appealing to the referee, who's not interested. There's that little lake there. Extends all the time with the rain falling. Coming together with Park Soo-il. Thought the earlier one, Son Min-woo holding back Jong Seung-won, deserved more of the referee's attention.
목소리 맞춰서 다 같이 김청!
The other game this evening, Daegu 0, Incheon 0. It remains also with around 71, 72 minutes on the clock. Lee Dong-kyung leaves it. Jae Gi-yoon trying to thread it through. I'm not sure whether these changes are favouring Gimcheon yet or not. It'll be one of those where the proverbial proof's in the pudding. If one of these players, Jae Gi-yoon or Won Gi-jong, finds a winner or at least an equaliser, they'll be hailed. They've lost Park Sang-hyuk, Kim Dae-won and Mo Jae-hyun, looking quite effective in the early stages of the second half. Rain is really starting to pick up now. Well, here's another burst forward, and it's Jong Seung-won. That time, Choi Hyun-taek was able to deal with him. Edison. Nice little flick up for Yoonbit Garam. Song Joon-ho. If he's onside here, was in a good position. Not sure exactly where he was when the ball was played, but suspiciously advanced in the field. Kim Min-dok much more confident in the second half, the Gimcheon captain. No whistle. Suwon tried to play on. Gimcheon seem like they want to keep attacking as well. But I don't think they can claim that they stopped there on purpose. Kim Bong-soo has remained on the ground. Been caught by Kim Tae-han. The referee has been on the lenient side this evening. Was a bookie in the first half when there was no option but to give the booking when Park Dae-won pulled Jong Seung-won down. Making no attempt to play the ball. It was all about just preventing him from setting up a potential goal-scoring opportunity. As here is Choi Hyun-taek's cross. Oh, the goalkeeper didn't quite deal with it effectively anyway, and Jae Gi-yoon couldn't put on the finishing touch as it went all the way across the other side of the 6-yard box. Finding Kim Bong-soo. Well, visibility is all right until you get to the floodlit areas, and then you see how heavy the rain is right now. Kim Seung-sub. Lee Dong-kyung Oh, it's off the woodwork. He's getting closer. Kim Bong-soo's effort, and it's still alive. Here it is. It's in from Sangmu. 2-all. Just as we enter the last 15 minutes. And it was on the cards, as they say at half-time, that there would be a comeback. Suwon had to steel themselves for it. I'm sure they tried, but they have proven incapable of stopping this incredible team that is Gimcheon Sangmu. A team that has reached 40 points before any other. A team that has proven themselves to go from K-League 2 champions to K-League 1 title contenders in one quick step. And that man, the manager, Chung Jong-yong, has to take a lot of credit for that. And with the salute, we're back underway. Surely the scoring's not done yet. Where might it go next? Which way? We've seen two relatively unlikely scorers in Park Sung-uk and Seo Min-woo, in the sense that Lee Dong-kyung's hit the woodwork, has been pushing forward. We had Park Sung-hyuk pushing before that. More chances, and in a game where the pitch has not been evenly divided, one side is far more soaked than the other. Somehow we have a situation where Gimcheon have the same advantage in attack that Suwon had in the first half. Both of them have scored 2 goals in the same end. Gone out for the throw. Kim Min-dok, very risky. Anderson. And it's 3-2 Suwon. An absolute disaster at the back for Gimcheon after working so hard to pull themselves back on level terms. Yoon Pit-garam makes it 3-2. Anderson does so well, not just to capitalize on the error, to be there, right place, right time, but then to wait and to pick out the run of Yoon Pit-garam when so many others would have squandered the chance, perhaps at the near post, maybe try to go for goal themselves. And what has Kim Min-dok done here? It's a disaster, frankly. But from there, a well-worked training ground attack almost. Anderson fooled them all, opening up the space for Yoon Pit-garam to tap it home. And what a roller coaster that man's on right now. He was just about to bring on a couple of players. Wonder if this will delay those substitutions a little, or alter the plans for personnel. There's a long-range effort. I've said it before, worth doing in these conditions. Lee Dong-kyung is a man who can certainly threaten with that left boot. Couldn't find the accuracy there. Wasn't a million miles off, though. Well, it felt like momentum had shifted against Suwon. That goal has come at a very welcome time for them. Gimcheon built up their chance count in the second half. They'd been massively overshadowed in that respect early on in this game. But overall, the data suggests that Suwon have been dominant attacking side. Dominant might be overly strong as a descriptor, but they've had the edge for chances overall considering the first half. Second half, well, Gimcheon continue to come forward now. Choi Hyun-taek's attempted cross there. Seemed to flick up, didn't quite work according to plan. Now these two changes look like they're going to go ahead. It's Jong Sung-bae and Kim Joo-yeop. And if it does prove to be those two, unfortunately for Pratama Arhan, that will be another game where he remains on the bench, the Indonesian international. Suwon also have an 18-year-old forward, Ha Jung-woo, on the bench. Might have been in line for his K-League seasonal debut. Playing it out, but not far enough as Choi Hyun-taek lifts it across towards the far side and needed Park Sung-woo to get something on it. Anderson now. Look to flick it in. That's surely a free kick. It's handball. Kim Sung-sub. Well, Son Jun-ho had a good game in midfield. Maybe still working up to full fitness after his lengthy detention in China. It was a huge news and sports story. Also, Kang Sang-yoon making way for Jong Sung-bae. Well, it's a far cry from the last time these teams met when Gimcheon ran out 4-1 winners at Suwon. Whatever happens from here, they've done themselves enormous credit, the visitors. Not quite sure what's happened here, on or off the ball. Gi-dong-kyung have gone down. Having a word with the sub, Jong Sung-bae has just come on. I don't know if there was a clash between them. Discussion about the placement of the ball, and all this buys time for Suwon. Well, Yoon could take it, and he does. It's not accurate. That's lifted up and away for Anderson and Kim Joo-yeop to chase. Those fresh legs might just offer a bit of a distraction here, because Suwon FC can push forward on the counter. Gimcheon have shown at times some shocking defensive lapses. It was worse in the first half, admittedly, but that was very unfortunate. Attempted back pass, I guess, from Kim In-dok. I don't like to pick on one player, but he was involved as well in goals in the first half. But saw Ji Dong-won shrug him off and find the back of the net. There's one more change moving for Gimcheon as well. Lee Jin-young, tough tackling midfielder. Seen plenty of him play for Daegu for this military service. Chipped up, and it's not a great piece of goalkeeping from An Jun-soo. Gimcheon expected the corner. They're furious. Referee's not interested. There won't be a review for that type of incident. But the goalkeeper has almost pushed that into his own net. That was a very odd passage of play. The cross comes in. Goalkeeper seems to be trying to push it behind, but instead he's pushed it onto his crossbar and he's been saved by the woodwork. Well, we said earlier that Kim Min-dok might have been coming off. Now he really is making way for Lee Jin-young. Gimcheon have gone from finding that equaliser from 2-0 down to maybe eyeing up the possibility of a 3-2 win to now 3-2 down. And big question mark, can they even salvage the point? That seemed to be their minimum requirement at one stage. Seo into the feet. Won Gi-jong. Chekubek, strong header away. The substitute, Lee Jin-young, getting involved. It's bounced all the way and might have been a bit more favourably for Seo, but Suwon clear their lines. A touch from Jong Sung-bae, taking it out to Chang Young-woo. The move starts again for Gimcheon with Park Sung-woo. If we presume there'll be at least 5 minutes added on, Suwon have got to be careful. They don't want to be overly negative. Anderson this time can set up a counter. He's just played it out. Anderson, I'm not sure what complaint you can have for Kim Joo-yup there. Kim was making the run forward. Seo-min's right-footed cross. Suddenly Suwon look like they can repel everything. Lee Dong-kyung, Seo-min again. Kim Seung-sub stopped, but it's only as far as Choi Hyun-taek, and it's the header wide. What a chance for Won Gi-jong, the substitute. And still they come. Seo-min, Kim Bong-soo, Kim Seung-sub, Choi Hyun-taek back to Kim Bong-soo again. And Choi Hyun-taek, Seo-min, pressure is building on Suwon. Park Soo-il left it for Lee Jin-young, and the cross is dealt with in the end. Kim Tae-han behind for the corner. take it. The outswinger. And Junsu blinks, tries to get his vision sharpened for this. The goalkeeper's not happy that the linesman was slow to react there. 6 minutes it is to be added. Enough time for the equaliser, at least, in theory. Is this one of those days for Gimcheon, for them to regret? We early this season witnessed FC Seoul winning 5-1 against Gimcheon. A real rare moment of humiliation in an otherwise brilliant season for them. But now, on home ground, having come back from 2-0 down and then a lapse that allowed Suwon the lead again. Can they fight back to salvage the point at least? Only 1 point ahead of Ulsan at the top of the table. Round 22, getting towards the more serious end of things now. Lee Dong-kyung's corner. It's headed up by Choi Hyun-taek, not towards the goal. Kim Bong-soo tries to recover it. Garam's beats in the air there. Wong Yi-jong has a go at goal. And Junsu, with this slippery surface, looked a bit nervy there with the bounce, but was there to collect it, no problem. Yeah, straight back again come Gimcheon. Lee Dong-kyung. The return ball is safely out for Suwon's goal kick. Understandably. Just need a bit of composure now, Suwon FC. They cannot get hold of the ball. They're inviting wave after wave in this very wet evening. Lee Dong-kyung, not for the first time in this game, has had a collision of some sort. It's Kwon Kyung-won who's conceded the free kick. He's just led with the elbow into the back of the neck area, back of the head, neck. Painful for Lee Dong-kyung. Can he exact revenge? And that's a yellow card for Kwon Kyung-won. Said the referee had been overall lenient, but one apiece on the card count. Yoonbit Garam with a chance to make the counter work. Ball slows on the wet turf. Kim Joo-yeop. Oh, it's a disappointing cross from Suwon's point of view, but they got away with it. Jong Sung-bae waiting for Jong Sung-won's ball. Jong Sung-won instead is running out of play. You know, if you're Suwon, you're going to be frustrated there because you've got possession. You've got the chance to buy yourself a minute or two. But it's like they don't quite know what they're doing with it. Are they attacking? Are they holding? Whatever the plan, the outcome is another Gimcheon attack here, which also breaks down. Kim Sung-sub running out of options. Yoonbit Garam interceding. They're all inside Suwon's half, except the Gimcheon goalkeeper, Choi Hyun-taek. Oh, it's a chance for Lee Dong-kyung, and the low save from An Jun-soo. I said a few times he's getting closer. He's tried the range of his different attempts on goal today. Nothing's quite worked for him. 5th appearance for Gimcheon, yet to find goal-scoring run that was so impressive for Ulsan earlier this year. Now, a chance for Jong Sung-bae to hold the ball, and he's doing exactly that, although the ball has gone out of play for the Gimcheon throw. Free kick taken quickly. Referee wanted it in the original foul location. It doesn't really help Gimcheon. They've got 40 seconds maybe left if a few seconds are added on beyond the 6 allotted. Let's see, Kim Bong-soo. Jo Hyun-taek cross is immediately blocked by Kim Ji-hyuk, but now a final chance for that second equalizer of the game. Kim Dong-han wanted to go forward. He's been told to stay back. And we're past 6 minutes on the clock. Lee Dong-kyung's delivery, punched away. And Anderson's been held back, no free kick. Still, Gimcheon craft another attempt. It's beyond everybody, it's behind for a goal kick. And that surely will be that. There is the full-time whistle. A game that has been very frustrating from Gimcheon's point of view. The conditions haven't been great for either side, but Suwon took advantage of a first half of defensive lapses, taking a 2-goal lead, showing some real impetus going forward. Yes, they faced the barrage in the second half that was inevitable, but they found enough to the winner in the end. 3 points, pulling level with Gangwon, pulling 3 points behind Gimcheon, giving Pohang and Ulsan a chance to take the lead in the title race tomorrow night.
잠시 후 우리 김천 상무 선수들이 여러분께 인사를 드리려고 하겠습니다. 잠시만 기다려주시면 감사하겠습니다.
네, 잘 들립니다. 일단 뭐 비가 이렇게 많이 오는 와중에도 또 이렇게 많이 찾아주셔서 응원 많이 해주셔서 저희가 좀 힘을 내서 좀 경기를 잘 할 수 있었던 것 같습니다. 예. 일단 동원이랑 맨날 얘기하는 부분이 둘 중에 먼저 골을 누가 먼저 넣냐라고 맨날 얘기를 웃으면서 하는데 오늘 또 공교롭게 또 둘 다 골을 넣어가지고 또 경기를 또 잘 이길 수 있었던 것 같습니다.
자, 인사를 드리겠습니다. 전체 서련 팬 여러분께 인사. 진심으로 감사를 드리겠습니다.
글쎄요, 지금 위에 상위 팀이랑 좀 더 차이가 별로 안 나기 때문에 저희가 좀 계속 승점을 쌓아가는 게 되게 중요할 것 같고 좀 열심히 해줘서 굉장히 고마운 마음을 좀 많이 갖고 있는 것 같아요. 일단 작년을 좀 생각해보면 저희 팀이 제일 부족했던 게 좀 부딪힘